Coming up in this week's vlog, gaming, boot fair, beers, charity shops, more gaming, CEX, and yes, more beer.
Hi guys, it's the weekend vlog. I've started a day early. I've got out of work a little bit earlier today. I've got the mother-in-law with me and the good lady wife. They're going to do a little bit of shopping. So I'm going to go to Sheppey, which is not far from me really, as the crow flies. I'm going to pop into Spoons. But there's some charity shops there, guys, and it's Friday. So let's start the game hunting as we mean to go on. I love weekends.
This little shop here, before we got to the charity shops, he sells quite a few sort of second-hand games and stuff, so I always have a look in here, because in the past I've managed to hit with some WiiU titles. Now unfortunately there was nothing that I didn't need for my collection this time, which was a shame, but I did have a look at this, which was a copy of Xenoblade there, just out of interest really, and his pricing is pretty much in line with CEX, so you're not getting any real bargains in here, but you never know, you've always got to look, haven't you? You never know, you might just find the one you're missing, so to speak. He does a fair range in here, PS5, PS4, etc, and Xbox and stuff, so always worth checking out, and I do always pop in. Then we crossed the road here, went over to the Cats Protection, which is the PDSA, and vinyls, so I had to have a look. Jim Reeves there, the Golden Greats, oh yes. Oh, look at some of these, honestly, I love vinyls in charity shops, they're awful at best, you know. A load of CDs there, but hey, it's all digital now, isn't it, music? Anyway, a few games down here, so I got a little bit excited. But unfortunately it was not to be. A few PlayStation demo discs and a couple of PS1 games. Now Monopoly there was missing the manual, but that was only £1. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Blimey, they sold some copies of that, didn't they, back in the day? But unfortunately that Monopoly game was well beaten up actually, so I did pass up on that one, to be fair. Anyway, maybe along the way to High Street there. Next charity shop, and again this one, absolutely nothing in this, dry, completely dry, not even a copy of FIFA. Shocking stuff. It's bad when there's not even a copy of FIFA in a charity shop in it, you know. Anyway, this here caught my eye, a kebab house. Now I have not had a decent doner kebab for an age. Now that's a good calf, I've had a breakfast in there before, so that's well recommended. But does anyone know any decent kebab houses in Kent that they would suggest? Please, I'm missing one. You know, they all taste the same at the moment. Anyway, back on the charity shops, quite a lot of stuff in here, so I got a bit excited straight away. Load of films. I had a quick rummage through there, but unfortunately nothing on that one. So I continued. Nice little painting there for Huddison, look. Concord. Thought you Huddison, see? Always on my mind, you people, always on my mind. Anyway, maybe we're down here and I do find some games, but it's where they're hidden. This charity shop's tucked them right away, so I had a look at it again. Loads and loads of DVDs, loads. And some albums, some decent albums. But look at this, Dead Kennedys, right? 25 notes for a final album. I don't, you know, the charity shops now, they just know the value of stuff, but hidden behind these ties, look. Golden Games, unfortunately nothing major, usual sort of fodder, you know, your FIFA, your SingStars. I think there was a couple of buzz in there somewhere, but that Lord of the Rings Online, I remember Little OG playing that for a while. He did like his MMOs, my boy. Another charity shop here, this one, 10 DVDs for £1. You can't even give them away now, look. And again, look, Huddison, stuff here for you, 757, look. Oh dear. And there you go. But again, all this stuff here is all pretty much your sort of, you know, your PC CD-ROM stuff, and I don't go in for that. And I mean, look at that, VFR, photographic imagery. I mean, Huddison, if you want any of them, give me a shout, mate. I'll go and get them for you, but I can't imagine you would. But hey-ho. And who remembers that film? What a movie. An American Werewolf in London. Great film for the time. Not seen it in a few years, so I don't know if it's held up or not. Then we cross the street to this pet shop. It's a little independent pet shop. The pet cat there is brilliant. He's always asleep in the window or just mooching about, sitting on the counter. He's a real little character. But this is a real sort of traditional old style pet shop. You don't see them like this anymore. When they've got tarantulas, they've got all that sort of stuff, loads of fish, loads of rabbits and all sorts. So let's get a beer now, I reckon. The charity shop's done, guys. Not a lot, as you can see. I think the best thing was that Monopoly PS1 game. Unfortunately, no manual,
And it was rope, yeah, it's mate, wasn't it? Anyway, clock tower behind me there, as you can see. So, what we got left to do, really? Charity shops are done. I think it's time for the Weatherspoons. So happy Friday, people. My first pint of the weekend. Hope you're enjoying these vlogs and everything else. Now, a bit of a result. I was out getting my seafood last week, and I passed here on the island. There's a boot fair on a Saturday morning. Now, those that watch the channel know I don't do boot fairs because they're usually silly o'clock, do you know what I mean? But on this occasion, it doesn't open to the public till 9 o'clock in the morning. So I figure that is a goer, guys. So I'm going to probably pop along to that in the morning if I can get out of bed. I mean, there's guys like Retro Rummage and all that. They get up at silly o'clock, you guys. I mean, how you do it is beyond me. But I'll tip me out to you guys, you know. But anyway, it's Friday. It's to the weekend, my good people. Mrs. OG wants to toast me. Bring your drink in then, missus. That's better. She's on coke. Bring your glass in. God, just can't get the staff, can I? Chin chin, chin chin. Mustn't clink. Mustn't clink, she says. Apparently it's common. Well, that's me, innit? Anyway, guys, happy Friday. Let's see what the rest of the weekend brings. Happy days. I quite fancy a little snack before my dinner tonight. Little OG's cooking dinner tonight. He's doing fish and chips, but I quite fancy this. Look, the small plates, any free for 14, 24. They used to be a tenner, man. God, that's gone up, innit? Blimey. That's gone right up. Even Mrs. OG is agreeing with me about them prices. Anyway, I'll tell you what I do fancy though. Them halloumi style fries. I do like halloumi. I love halloumi. $4.73, or should I just wait for my fish and chips dinner? Oh, decisions. Halloumi fries, of which I've consumed already. I couldn't wait, guys. I mean, look, a little pizza there. And of course, there's my beer. And another pint. How did that appear? Oh dear. I'm going to have to drink it, ain't I? Getting a bit artistic with you guys. Look at this. I thought this was a beautiful shot. On my second pint now. Just finished my pizza and my halloumi. I do love halloumi. Come to it very late in the day though. Anyway, guys, happy Fridays. Okay, guys, I've got to go to Tesco's to get some fries for dinner tonight for little OG doing his fish and chip supper for us. So, quick point before I go, because it is Friday after all, and it's the end of the working week before our nice big weekend. So, this beer is for you. It's Friday night. I've come in the games room, bit of tidying up from last week. Still some games here that need to be filed away on the shelves there. The PS2 games for my pickups and stuff. But it's this is bugging me now. Now this is, I mean, you guys might be able to associate, but look, I've come in here. There's a deck chair there, right? And look down there on the floor. There's another deck chair there. This is not a dumping ground. People, don't be coming in here dumping your bloody deck chairs and nonsense in here. I'm going to be slinging them straight out the door, and then we're going to have a beer and some gaming. Confession time, all right? I haven't slung them out. Hey, I know my wife, the missus, might just slaughter me if I've done it. So I've left them there. Look, they're by the back door. I've tucked them out of the way. But tonight for gaming, what we're going to do, I'll tell you what, we're going to go some old school. We're going to do some old school arcade games, all right? Yeah. Tell you what, I fancy a bit of Wii and a bit of Wii U as well, but that's not tonight. Tonight, we'll just have a bit of arcade classics, I think. Yeah. Some old arcade games. And then I think I'm going to go in, have a bit of an early night, which is a bit of telly and stuff. A couple of beers, of course, but that's the norm anyway. And this boot fair tomorrow sounds ominous. I've not done one for a long time, so could be a laugh, couldn't it, guys? Anyway, get the arcade machines cracked on. A great Capcom shooter, this one. Very basic sound. But one of them games, you know, you just find yourself keep coming back to. It's such good fun. And like I say, tonight I'm just going to play a few arcade games and probably go and retire in front of the telly, because I'm going to set me alarm to get up for that boot fair tomorrow, which isn't a ridiculous time. So sorry, Mitch. I don't do the you know, getting up at silly o'clock, mate, like you do. How you do that is beyond me. I don't know. I work all week and I quite like my bed, mate. You know what I mean? But anyway, oof, there we go. Yeah, a bigger plane coming along here. You get little bonuses in this, little power-ups and stuff. You get your rolls. I don't use the rolls like I should. I never have done. There we go, there's a roll, just an example. So you avoid the planes and the bullets. Oh, see, I should have rolled then. But I never use rolls, ever. I only showed you that one, just an example, guys, you know. But all in all, 1942, a great game. What year was this? I can't remember. The year on this one. But I'll tell you what though, I've so many fond memories of this. Every arcade you went into back in the day had a copy of this going on. So anyway, do you remember 1942? Do you think it's a classic or do you think it's overrated? Let me know in the comments, guys. Friday night game session carried on with this. Blimey, mate. This was Konami's Aliens. I mean, let's be honest, who doesn't know Aliens? It was an amazing film, wasn't it? It was a follow-up to, obviously, Alien. My God, isn't my knowledge great? Hey, honestly, but what a great film. I have really fond memories of this because I remember my dad, bless his soul, we went and hired this several times. I think he had a bit of a thing for Sigourney, if we're being honest. And I remember watching Aliens loads of times. And he keeps sending me back up the shop to rehire it. It's one of the films we watched loads of times together. But this is an absolutely superb game. So if you've not played this before, let's crack on. Let's do a bit of this play. Pumping the credit in now. Now, Aliens is an amazing game, guys. Not as good as the film, but, well, actually, it's a really good game. One I could never complete without continues, but it's thoroughly enjoyable. Now, let's go. So you're Ripley, obviously. 2 buttons, fire and low fire. That is literally it. There's no jump or anything. Just destroy the aliens as they come at you. That is literally it. You can shoot both ways, okay? No more than that, guys. Just destroy it and complete aliens. There are power-ups, as we can see here. So there's a flame. Let's have the flamethrower. Oh, that was great in the film, wasn't it? Do you remember the flamethrower? Look at that. Yes, burn them all. Oh, but what a film this was. As I say, got real fond memories of this. Such a great film, honestly. And the game, I'll tell you what, right? It's a good game. I mean, graphically, it's really bright. The sound is good. It was switched between sort of having the levels like this to then these sort of 3D levels like this. You know what I mean? So it was a real. It was good because it had real variety. When he comes, first level boss. Oh, a bit of a squeal there. Maybe I haven't got the right weapon for this boss, but hey, you know, just keep blasting away as we used to back in the day, didn't we, guys? So far we've had 1942, and now we've got a bit of Aliens. I mean, I would go on and put Aliens on tonight as a film to watch, but you know what? I don't think the mother-in-law will appreciate it. Oh well. Although I'm going to go and watch a film, I think. Tonight, I'm going to go and watch a film. Right, so far, so this bit's a bit tough. You have to keep avoiding the way they shoot, you know. Just keep blasting at the same time. Oh, I'm nearly there. Yes. First level boss is done, guys. Still my first credit. Jumping into my tank thing. Bit of a 3D effect now. Now, what's going on here? Is it me, or do these aliens look like they're dancing as they come in towards your screen? Look at them. But still an absolutely really good game, really playable, you know. I mean, Konami made some great games back in the day, and this was definitely one of them, you know. What a great shooter. And the mix of 3D and sort of 2D levels and stuff just really made it. Although I don't recall flying aliens from the movie. Good job, really. Imagine aliens with wings. Oh my god, that would be... Oh! Got myself steamed up now. Quick, go through before you get steamed up. I'm steaming! Hey! Oh! Anyway, guys, as you know, these weekend vlogs I'm doing, it's something very, very, very new. If they interest you, do let me know, you know. Obviously it detracts from what I do normally, but hey, the normal videos still come out. I still drop my video every single Friday. Game over. So that's aliens. But let me know, are you enjoying these vlogs? That was aliens. Hello, Leia, you alright? It's my Leia the cat. Do you want to have a look at Leia? Hello, you. You alright? What's the matter? Yeah, it's a bit windy, isn't it? This is Leia. We saw Luna last week. This week we got Leia. She loves being outside, this cat. And she's a strange one because she doesn't sleep like most cats do through the day. She doesn't nap. I think she thinks she's a human, bless her. But she loves company and, yeah, she's always mooching around me. She's very pleased to see me, especially when I come home from work. She actually comes running up the garden to greet me, which is very nice. Anyway, let's see how little OG's getting on with my dinner. Talking to Luna, she is. She's just come out as well. She's got them both out in the garden. I'll tell you what, quick, take a look to the skies. Look at that. I'll tell you what, this time last week, it was absolutely gorgeous. It was like 28 to 30 degrees. Now we've got wind and we got... Oh, look at the cloud, look. Oh, such a shame. Hopefully it improves over the weekend, though. Just been informed by little OG that dinner will be ready at 8, which gives me about 25 minutes more gaming time. So let's get into my games room and let's find something else to play. I'll tell you what we're going to go for. We're going to go for an old classic. We're going back. Let's do a bit of Dig Dug. I absolutely love Dig Dug. So this is Dig Dug, guys, a very simple game, but one that's so addictive. Now the thing is with Dig Dug, I didn't find this until later in my gaming life. It's probably one of them games I found about 3 years ago, and I was like, blimey, why have I never played this before? It's very, very addictive. It really, really is. It's one of them games, there's lots of little tips and tricks and hacks you can do and stuff, and I mean, I'm not playing the greatest game in the world right now because I'm talking. And when I talk, I end up playing pretty ropey, to be fair. But hey, you know, it's a great game. It really is. There he goes. He's on the runner now. Now, normally, I can get about 7,000 on the first level. Plus. But obviously, it gets busier as you go. Now, the more you can kill with dropping the rocks, the better it is. And from the bigger the height you can get, the more points you can get, you know? See, this should be a nice little score here. There we go, we should get 3. Oh no, he moved. Got 2. Got 2 crushed by the rock. But anyway, guys, this is Dig Dug. If you've played Dig Dug before, then you know why I enjoy it so much. How far can you get with this one, guys? Now, when these fruits or vegetables appear in the centre, always grab them, because you get some great bonus points for them. You really, really do. And to finish off tonight, I mean, he said 8 o'clock, so I've got about 5 to 8 minutes before my dinner should be ready. Let's hope little OG done me a decent bit of fish and chips. But hey, look at this. Remember this? A Capcom classic. If you remember, drop it in the comments, guys. Come on, what a game. Just been called for my dinner, so that concludes the gaming tonight. What a great start to the weekend, guys. Oh, yes. As if little OG's fish and chip cooking is anything to be considered half decent. I hope so. Saturday morning, guys. Nice cup of coffee to start the day that Mrs. OG made me. Thank you very much, Nick. Thoroughly appreciated. I'm off to a boot fair this morning, guys.
As I said yesterday, I mean, Retro Rummage and all them guys, Mitch from Retro Rummage, you know it, I'm always cracking on and saying to him, oh, mate, I just can't be getting out of bed at like 5, 6 in the morning on a Sunday. You know, I work all week, I don't want to be getting out of bed early. But this boot fair's on a Saturday, and it's actually doesn't start till 9. I mean, tell a lie, I'm about 5, 10 minutes late now, but hey, you know, it don't matter, does it? I'm going anyway, you never know. You've got to be in it to win it, guys, so wish me luck. Let's go take a look at this boot fair and see what we can find, eh? Enjoy. So off I go, and there you go, first thing I found. Some PS2 games there, but to be honest, nothing of interest, general FIFA stuff, so I'm sorry I passed them by, but they didn't look bad condition, to be fair. Not done a boot fair in a good long time, and to be honest, what I liked about this one, there was a lot of private sellers there. There wasn't many what I consider sort of your main trade stands. I mean, there was them guys there doing a few bits, and but here you go, some pops and that on here. But this bloke here had a few games for sale, and one I was interested in, but didn't like his pricing structure very much. Which games, mate?
5 each.
I mean, they're generally sort of CEX prices, really, and so there's no flips to be had there. Some WWE figures for you guys there. I mean, do slow it down and look at them. I mean, I don't know what I'm looking at with them things, to be fair. Like I said, I've got a load of little OGs up in the loft. I mean, you must dig them out. I don't know, are they worth anything, guys? Let me know in the comments.
So I got up nice and early. Well, it's not early, really. It's a nice chilled start, that one. Oh, the joys of generators at boot fairs, eh? Can't beat them, guys. Anyway, so what did I find? Well, as you saw there, not a lot. There's a few PS4 games and stuff, but to be honest, the prices these people are asking are the same as what they charge in CEX. So I'm assuming they're just going on CEX website and going, yeah, that's a £5. I just can't be bothered with all that, mate. I'm sure there are bargains to be had at these places, mate, but I think you've got to be the early bird. You've got to be up there. You've got to be the one that catches the worm, ain't you? And that ain't me, I'm afraid, guys. I like my bed too much, but respect is due to all those that do get up and do this stuff, mate. I do tip my hat to you. Anyway, that's what other debaucherous fun I can get into today. Back from that boot fair, just having a bit of gaming before I go into town a bit later for a pint. I'm going to get the mother-in-law to buy me a pint. And I've realised something. Yes, I've had a realisation. I don't have the patience for this stuff anymore. I'm on that bloody sandcrawler level and I'm turning it off. I want the ump with it. I'm getting the ump. So I'm going to play something a bit different. I fancy something on the WiiU or on the Wii, I think. So I'll get my teeth into, so a bit lengthy. So I've decided to go for a Wii U game. Now, I know I'm going for a full Wii U set, and I do keep buying the games, but to be absolutely honest and fair, I've not played as many Wii U games as I should. I mean, I buy them and I keep picking them up, but I ain't playing them. So I'll tell you what, let's have a look here, right? Let's have a look what we got. There's plenty here, but you know what, I've probably played a handful of these games. I'll tell you what we're going to go for, right? It's a game I've never played. And it's this. Super Mario Brothers on the Wii U. Super Mario Brothers U. It looks a good, decent, looks a 2D rather than the 3D effort. Can't go wrong with a good platformer, especially Mario. Or can we? As predicted, guys, we got an update. How long are we going to have to wait for this one? Bowser, speed it up, mate. Here we go, it's just started now, guys. Of course, Mr. Bowser is about to rob the princess. It does start like that old princess, doesn't he? You'd thought he'd give up by now, wouldn't you? Ouch! Anyway, this is just cutesy graphics. This is Nintendo at its best, isn't it? Look at this. Brilliant stuff. But, does it play any good? Let's find out. Carrying on now. Obviously, I'm holding the camera in one hand, so it's hard for me to play and do it at the same time. But it's just graphically, it's just an enhanced Mario. It's just really, really nice. It just plays brilliantly, as they all do. First level done on Mario. And I have to say, I'm just enjoying it. It's just, you know exactly what you're getting with these games, don't you? And I'm loving the Mario bat suit. I mean, that's a great touch. Was popping into town. Now at Asda. Bit of shopping. Going into town tomorrow where I'm going to go to CEX and stuff, so Asda now, bit of shopping, pizza tonight, unless I decide I want a kebab.
best part of Asda is here, the beer section. Cases of Stella. I will be buying a couple of those, as always. And I went and looked at the IPA, but there's a Guinness. Someone's recommended a Guinness to me that has coffee, I think. Guinness and coffee. I've looked, I've not seen it. But I had a look at the beers in general. Because, you know, I do like a bit of beer tasting over on my other channel. If you like all that sort of stuff, go check out my other channel as well, people. Always good fun. But loads of IPA beers in here today. I do treat myself to 4 different ones that I'm sure I will be consuming for your benefit at some point. Survived the delights that is Asda. And as you see there, I did some alright on some of them beers. I've got a nice range of IPAs there, which I shall sample a bit later with some gaming, methinks. But what we're doing now, guys, is it's Saturday afternoon, so I'm not going into town, doing CEX and that tomorrow. I'll go for a pint, ain't we? Cheers, guys. Happy days. Nice couple of pints there, couple of Heinekens. I do like a Heine, and a nice, a little lunch or a sandwich. You've got to look after yourself. But hey, just thought I'd show you the view. This isn't far from where I live. We pop over every now and then. This is somewhere a bit different, you know. A bit breezy today, not as hot as it was last weekend. But hey, just nice to get out about. If you look over there, if I'm zooming the lens in for you guys, that over there is Southend. Look. Camera over that way for me, there it is. So you guys that are opposite me, that is Southend on Sea, there it is. So I've come home from the pub to watch this F1 sprint race. Now my Mrs OG and little OG, they love Formula 1. One is team, I don't know, which team are you, Nick? I'm McLaren. She's McLaren, she likes a bit of Lando. And Josh is team Red Bull. And this is just mad, because my poor old missus, she got so excited because Lando was doing very well. I think first or second corner he lost it, as always. Always good fun. Anyway, guys, that's F1, I suppose. I'm more a Mario Kart man myself. In my local town, Sunday morning. Pub ain't open yet, I'm gutted. So anyway, I'm going to go to CEX first for one of my challenges for a later video. I'll bring that out in due course, guys. But anyway, let's get amongst it. Let's see what Sunday brings, eh? I quite fancy a PS4 game. I know it's not retro, but what do you suggest, son? I mean, I quite like online play.
Do you want driving?
No, I'm not in the mood for a driving game.
Okay.
So talk to me, son. You're good at this stuff.
I would say God of War.
God of War?
The first new one, and then to the second.
So this is quite a new game still?
This is, yeah, the first of the new, and that's the second of the new.
I know that one when it come out. I saw that online. But you'd recommend
if you
that?
want this one, I've got it.
Oh, you've already got it? Okay, I won't bother with that one then. Right, Mafia 3. Talk to me.
Good game. Quite a simple game, really.
Is it like GTA?
Yeah, pretty much. That is what it is.
That's a £5. That's not bad, is it? See, I never ever look at PS4.
Mass Effects are supposed to be quite good.
Mass Effect Andromeda.
And I've never played them, but I've heard really good things.
And that, I'm really keep looking at Medieval, but mate, it's actually going to be sort of old school platforming.
Get a new game.
Get something newish. All right, son. I'll listen to your advice. Mad Max?
No, it wasn't that good.
Okay.
Well, I didn't enjoy it.
You didn't enjoy Mad Max, right? Oh, what's that? Project High Rise. That looks like my sort of cup of tea. Is that like SimCity building? Oh, look. Experience a deep and complex simulation of one. I don't know if I've got the patience. Railway Empire? That sounds good. See, I like this sort of stuff. I enjoy this sort of stuff. Look at that.
You want to simulate it?
I do, but I don't. I don't know what I want, if I'm being honest. Let's keep looking. Right, guys.
Hello there.
I've made it.
Hello. Beer for you, sir.
What you got me?
A Stella in a beer and wine glass.
Happy days.
Just left the pub on the corner and met the good lady wife and the mother-in-law. Still got my colleagues with me and having a few more beers. It is Sunday after all. Happy days, fellas. And ladies, of course. Right, so little OG, I bought you a pint of Lily's.
You certainly did.
It's, yeah, strawberry cider. What's your verdict, son?
I was expecting more of a fruit strongbow, but it's a nice change.
Would you have it again?
More than likely, yeah. It's quite a syrupy strawberry flavour. You know, it's nothing quite like that Magnum the other day.
No, that's hardcore.
But yeah, it's okay. It's not too bad.
What are you drinking, Mr. B?
Stella Artori.
Oh, can't go wrong with a bit of Stella.
No, she's a brilliant old thing.
So as you saw there, I popped into CEX and I bought 2 PS4 titles. These were both recommendations from Little OG, and they are Back for Blood. Yeah, Back for Blood. That was a £5. I fancy something. It's a bit zombie-tastic, shooting lots of things, and it's online multiplayer, I believe. And then there was this. Death Stranding. Now, as Little OG was recommending this, another guy in the shop said that is a good game. And he also came from, I think his name was Ian, and I put him onto the channel. So if you're about, Ian, give me a shout. We'll have a beer together sometime, fella. Anyway, so that sounds interesting. Rock and roll. My work in town is done. I'm now getting these good people home. Or driving me home, should I say. Ready for the Grand Prix. Yes, they do like a bit of race. We've got a Max Verstappen fan in the house, Team Red Bull, and we've got a McLaren, that little boy who races for them, who apparently can race in the wet, I keep getting told. So anyway, let's get home, let's get these guys seated. Welcome to my world, people. This is what I live with every Sunday when there's a race. Listen. They're quite mild today. Not too. Oh! Has Lando messed up again? So that concludes the weekend vlog, guys. If you've enjoyed it, please do hit like, share and comment and all that sort of stuff. Let me know how your weekend's been. Now, to conclude, right, charity shops on the Friday, very hit and miss. As you saw, there's very little, if anything at all. Sports titles, but hey, that Monopoly game, should I have picked it up for £1? It was a ropey condition, to be honest, no manual, so I left it there. Let someone else have it. That's my attitude anyway. And it was Monopoly. It's not a rare game, is it? Hey, I hope not anyway, because I left it there. What do we do? So then the Saturday, of course, went out and about. Ended up in that boot fair first thing in the morning. Now, some of you guys that do these videos, Retro Rummage in particular, he loves doing boot fairs, and quite often I've messaged him, I've always said, mate, how do you do it, Mitch? You know what I mean? Getting up at that time in the day to go and do it. And I think the thing is, with any result maybe with a boot fair, you've got to get up at silly o'clock and go in there and be one of them guys that dives in people's boots and all that. I like my bed too much, I really do. But I quite like this boot fair because, like I say, sociable hours. Didn't start till 9, so I popped along. There was a few games there, but like I say, they were sort of overpriced, generally priced at CEX prices. But hey, it's a gamble, isn't it, turning up at one of them things? You never know what you're going to get. And of course, game-wise, I played some lovely games, as you saw. But for me, the game this week, for standout, has to be this, doesn't it? I mean, it's Super Mario. I've had this for God knows how long. I think I've got 3 variants of this in the Wii U collection. But hey, it's Super Mario. It's Nintendo. It's cutesy. It's family friendly. It's graphically awesome. It plays amazing. It's just what Nintendo do, innit, mate? They do not mess anything up. And of course, I've got a good few beers in, which is always happy days. And I bought a couple of PS4 games. I will drop a play of them in the week. And if I do a vlog next weekend, I'll drop them in there. I'll let you know my thoughts. Because they were suggested by Little OG and a guy in the shop. I think his name was Ian. And I put him onto the channel and I said, shout me out, mate. Come have a beer with me sometime. So, hey, we never know. Might have Ian feature in a future video. Anyway, guys, I've been OGDuffy. I hope you're enjoying these vlogs.
support, do everything you continue to do, because you're amazing. Thank you very much, guys. All the best. Enjoy the rest of Sunday, and well, back to work tomorrow. Hey ho, go win them all. Laters.